Assalamualaikum. Today we are going to discuss secondary bonding. Secondary bonding are not occur by the transfer or the sharing of the electron. It is simply occur by creating a or temporary dipole. Permanent or temporary dipole. There are two types of this secondary bonding. First one is van der Waals bonding and the second is hydrogen bonding. Van der Waals bonding and the second is hydrogen bonding. Van der Waals bonding. In this video, we are discuss in detail what is the van der Waals bonding, its formation and its properties. Van der Waals bonding, as we can see earlier, the metallic bond, ionic bond or covalent bond occurs by the sharing of the electron, by the transfer of the electron. But one van der Waals bonding, because they have incomplete outermost shell. But van der Waals bonding occur in those atoms that have completely filled outermost shell. For example, first of all, its definition is what? Van der Waals bonding occurs between those atoms between those atoms that have completely filled outermost shell. For example, noble gases, helium, neon, argon, all they have completely filled valence shell or the outermost shell. For example, neon, helium, argon. Inert gases are also the example of valence van der Waals bonding. This is the definition of van der Waals bonding. Now, what is molecular solid? When the formation of the van der Waals bond between two atoms occurs, a crystal form is called a molecular solid. Formation of van der Waals bonds between two atoms. A crystal is formed, which is called molecular solid. Now we can see how the van der Waals bonding formed. Formation of van der Waals bonding. For example, we take an isolated atom. Isolated atom means single atom that have completely filled outermost shell. In this, electrons are uniformly distributed, so the net charge is zero. We can also say that atom is neutral. If we take two same types of the atom together, for example, this the atom and this is also the same type of the atom, the electronic cloud are now destroyed. In this electronic cloud are uniformly distributed. In this electronic cloud are destroyed because negative and negative repel each other. Here is the positive and here is the excess of the negative charges. Here is partial negative and here is partial positive. This is partial negative and partial positive. Now in this case, positive and negative charges are coincide, but here positive and negative charges are separated by the small distance. When positive and negative charges are separated by the small distance, a dipole is formed. And whenever there is a dipole, electric dipole, whenever there is a dipole, there is an electric field. If I can place same and other kind of the atom here, then again negative repel. Here is the deficiency of the negative. So there is a partial positive and there is a partial negative. So this is called dipole induced dipole interaction. When dipole induced dipole interaction occurs, there is a van der Waals bonding. Now we can discuss what are the properties of the van der Waals bonding. Because there is a induced dipole interaction, so they are weak forces. They have the binding energy very small, 0.1 electron volt. They have very weak binding energy of 0.1 electron volt. Weak binding energy. In van der Waals bonding, the electrons, as we can discuss earlier, the van der Waals bonding occur in those atoms that have completely filled outermost shell, so the electrons are not freely moved. So in van der Waals bonding we have, so the van der Waals bonding are the bad conductor of the heat and electricity because they do not have the free electron. They are the temperature dependent. When we can decrease the temperature, its gaseous state converted into solid state or the liquid state. But at room temperature, they behave as a gaseous state. This is all about the van der Waals bonding. In the next video, we hydrogen bonding.